Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Alex and Happy New Year to you all. So we will soon see the release of Harry's book called Spare, and Harry has done some interviews for the promotion of the release of this book, some quite high profile interviews. Here we see Prince Harry says Buckingham Palace has refused to support him and Meghan Markle. This is about his forthcoming interview with CNN. Prince Harry tells Anderson Cooper why he's not stepping out of the limelight. Harry sat down with Anderson Cooper for a 60-minute interview described by CBS as Prince Harry's first US television interview to discuss his upcoming memoir, Spare, and recount his childhood, the loss of his mother, and life as the Duke of Sussex living in the UK and now in America. In a clip released Monday, Cooper asked Prince Harry about the criticism aimed at him and his wife Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, regarding their decision to step back from their royal duties but air their grievances about what led to the move publicly. Harry reiterated that he tried to address the matter privately, and every single time I tried to do it privately, there have been briefings and leakings and planting of stories against me and my wife. He said, "You know, the family motto is never complain, never explain. It's just a motto." There's a lot of complaining and a lot of explaining, Cooper interjects, being done through leaks. This is one interview. Another interview is with Tom Bradby, which is for ITV. In a preview clip of the interview released Monday, the Duke of Sussex said they've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile, presumably referring to the royal family. "I would like to get my father back, I would like to have my brother back," he told journalist Tom Bradby in the clip of the interview, which is due to air on ITV1 on Sunday, January the 8th. Elsewhere, it has been revealed that Harry was pushed into this situation. In the CNN interview, Prince Harry says he's been forced to make his concerns about the royal family public. In a clip from his forthcoming interview on 60 Minutes, Prince Harry explained he and his wife Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, have spoken out to combat the tabloids and how the royal family are complicit with the negative nonsense stories we see day in day out in the media. Nonsense stories which are nearly always from so-called anonymous sources or so-called royal insiders. Harry says they will feed or have a conversation with the correspondent, and that correspondent will literally be spoon-fed information and write the story. And at the bottom of it, they will say that they've reached out to Buckingham Palace for comment, but the whole story is Buckingham Palace commenting. So when we're being told for the last 6 years, we can't put a statement out to protect you, but you do it for other members of the family, there becomes a point when silence is betrayal. Which is what I have been saying over the last week. The silence is not only betrayal, but it is an admittance of their complicit approval, not only of the hundreds of negative stories about Meghan and Harry in the media, but also the outright disgusting attacks by the likes of establishment celebrity mouthpieces like Jeremy Clarkson and Piers Morgan. The fact that a celebrity like Clarkson, who only a week ago was invited to a dinner function with Camilla, then a week later writes a piece where he talks about his utter hatred of Meghan and how he would like to see her stripped and made to walk the streets of the UK, while the public throw excrement at her. The fact that this person can say this and the royal family basically approve of it, which is the only conclusion one can come to when they invite these people to their functions and do not distance themselves from them once these statements are made public through the same media platforms that support the monarchy. The fact that this is going on speaks volumes. The CNN interview will air on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and the ITV interview will air on the UK broadcast station ITV1 and its streaming platform ITVX at 9 p.m. local time or 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. The interviews are stated to air just 2 days before the January the 10th publication of his new memoir Spare, which publisher Penguin Random House promises will deliver raw, unflinching honesty over more than 400 pages. The book will be published in 16 languages and will also be released as an audiobook read by Prince Harry. The forthcoming interviews also follow Prince Harry and Meghan's 6-hour Netflix docuseries which premiered last month and saw the couple accuse the royal family of actively fueling negative media coverage, leading to their decision to leave their roles as working royals and move to the US. In the preview for the ITV1 interview, Prince Harry references the leaking and the planting of stories in the press in a series of short clips. "I want a family, not an institution," he says. In clips that do not identify exactly who Prince Harry is speaking about, he says they feel as though it's better to keep us somehow as the villains. In a separate clip, he says they've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile. Now, this is again exactly what I've been talking about. The media and the firm actually use Meghan and Harry to drive viewers and audiences to them. The firm cannot compete with their popularity, so they now use the media to frame them as villains and use them to bring in the clicks and viewing figures for the media platforms. And that is why every story you see about the royal family will usually include Meghan and Harry, but they will always frame them as the villains. As has been stated, the smear campaign is all about negative stories that attempt to diminish lowering the popularity and the public image of Meghan and Harry, while simultaneously pushing positive stories about the royal family. Let us know your opinion in the comments. It should be interesting to see these interviews in the fall.